Get outside and do something.
What's up, everybody? I'm out here kayaking solo today. I'm going to see how many miles I can cover. We're going to go out to the Tchefuncte River and head upriver this time. And we're going to see if I can make it to the Chimes. There's a Chimes restaurant here in Covington. And you can put in on the river there and get out and go eat. I don't exactly know how many miles it is to there. I know last time I covered 6 miles. I think I can cover some more miles by myself. So we're gonna see what it looks like. Maybe we can get some cool footage along the way. Go check this out. I got somebody's attention. Let's see if I can catch him before he goes under. Had about a 6-foot gator. Just crawled off the bank. He seemed pretty curious in me. I thought I was going to be able to get a good picture of him, but before I could get my camera situated, he went under. Might see some more. I actually don't see that many gators on this river, and I don't know why. Because I know there's a bunch of them. I think there's a lot of boat traffic on this river, so they stay pretty shy. On down the bayou. Here's the river. This is the Tchefuncte River. Probably somewhere between a half mile to a mile just south of I-12 at this place. Water's about a foot low today, so that means the current is rolling real slow. That's gonna work to my advantage if I'm trying to cover some miles. I got out here a little later than I meant to, so I have plans tonight, so I can't stay out super late, so we'll see where I end up. That is a bald eagle nest up there in the power lines. It's been there as long as I can remember. Every once in a while you can see the eagles. I-12 overpass, the high rise in Covington. And if y'all saw that fish, that's a big alligator guard just rolled over right in front of us. There's a road that runs right alongside this river that you take to get to Dad's camp. It's called Three Rivers Road, and this right here is the reason it's called Three Rivers. This is where the River and the Bogue Falaya meet and become the Tchefuncte River. There's the Bogue Falaya here on the left, and the River on the right. I'd be able to make it all the way up to the Chimes and grab me a little bite to eat. I'm not tracking my mileage. Once I turn around and head back to the camp, I might track my mileage to see how far it is back and then double it, because it don't make sense to track it all the way because it's just going to run my battery down. But just eyeballing it off the map, It looks like I'm currently about halfway between where my dad's camp is and the Chimes restaurant is up in Covington. So we'll see. So far it's been a really nice paddle, very little boat traffic. Up here on the Bogue Falaya, the river narrows down a lot, and because the water's so low, there's very little current. I've been paddling into a pretty good headwind, which feels great, but that's encouraging because it lets me know my paddle home is going to be a bit easier as long as the wind stays the direction that it's blowing. Wind's blowing out of the north, which is part of the reason the water's so low. We haven't had a lot of rain here in the last week and a half, but the Tchefuncte River runs all the way into Lake Pontchartrain, and that connects to Lake Bourne and then the Gulf. When the wind blows out of the north, it blows all the river water out into the lake, and the tide drops real low. Then you also have normal tide levels here, but they're not that extreme. The wind actually affects it more than the actual tide itself does. But when the wind blows out of the south, especially when we have a hurricane, all this water will back up in this river so much, there could be as much of a 4 or 5 foot difference between when it comes high and where it's at right now. I actually prefer it when the water's a little higher, but it's nice because there's a lot of sandy banks exposed, places I can stop off and beach the kayak and grab a snack, which I haven't done that yet. This water is actually really clear for South Louisiana river water anyways. This is Bogue Falaya State Park. Water's so pretty. Almost everywhere I paddle, you could darn near walk across the river at this point. I don't know if y'all can see that through the glare, but water's probably only about 1 foot deep right now. Still traveling through Bogue Falaya State Park. Decided to stop off in a little shade spot and stretch my legs and use the bathroom. Not that y'all needed to know all that. Potty break over. It's funny, I wouldn't have thought this, but I didn't realize the Bogue Falaya got so shallow. But the current is actually a little bit faster up here. I mean, it's not bad. It's definitely faster than the deep water. In some places it gets so shallow that it's actually difficult to paddle because I'm paddling in like 6 inches of water, so my paddles keep hitting the sand. But I'm actually almost to the Chimes. I got a few more bends around the river and I will have reached my destination. So I have no idea how many miles that is. I guess I won't know until I track my mileage on the way back, but it's so beautiful up here. I'm glad I decided to do this paddle, and doing a solo paddle was a personal challenge. It's good to do things by ourselves. It's good to get out and learn how to commune with our own person and to tap into a sense of self-reliance and independence and just learn to love ourselves. It's healthy. I'm glad I did it. Wow, I don't know if y'all can see that in the camera, but this sandbar, I'm paddling in like 3 or 4 inches of water, and everywhere it gets shallow, that current starts turning the kayak. We'll go over here and see if we can't get back in a slightly deeper water. What's up, guys? Hey, is that the Chimes? Nice. Hey, what's up? Hey, you know if that's a public dock? Yeah. So that's the place to tie off if we want to go to Chimes, huh? No, I ain't worried about that. I was just gonna go grab a bite to eat, just making sure I was legal to park there. Okay. Well. Y'all don't have to get out the water. Y'all are fine.
Guys, I'm standing on air.
Made it to the Chimes. Still don't know how many miles I paddled, but I think I did pretty good. We'll see how many miles on the way back. It's beautiful over here. Y'all check this out. Back on the water. Had me a side salad with some honey mustard dressing and a blackened alligator appetizer, just trying to get a little protein in me. Chimes is a pretty good restaurant, but that blackened alligator was disappointing. It was almost like it was a little bit bitter or something. But it's all right. I got some greens and some protein in me and took a pit stop, and now we headed back to the camp. I'm tracking my mileage this time, so we'll see exactly what mileage I've gone today. I actually didn't get in the river till about noon, and I probably made it here 2:30 or 3. I don't know. I don't even remember. So we'll see how long it takes me to get back. I'll have more data. But the sun's setting. I'm going with the current, and I got a tailwind. So should be a nice paddle. It's been so good so far. I hope y'all are enjoying the video. Didn't get as much nature footage as I'd hoped to. Every time I saw something work video, and it disappeared by the time I got the camera out, but whatever. Y'all can look at my pretty face. Back on the Munga Bayou. That tailwind I was counting on didn't do me any favors because I halfway through my trip, the wind shifted direction, so it was blowing in my face both ways. And then it was blowing even harder on the way home. I have no idea how many miles I've gone. I'm gonna guess around 10 or 12. I'll know here in about 20 minutes, so we'll see if I'm right. And we're back. That's a wrap. Looks like, I guess, pretty good. My whole mileage coming back from Chimes back to the camp was 6.2 miles. I averaged 3.2 miles an hour, so double that. You know, I went 12.4 miles today, and I think my total paddle time was around 4 hours. I figured it would probably be somewhere around 10 miles, but I didn't know it was gonna be 12. But after I paddled it, I had a feeling it was further. I'm gonna sleep good tonight. But it's nice to set a goal for yourself and achieve it. It was a good workout. If I could do this once a week, I'd probably be in much better shape than I am. But I'm pretty proud of myself. And I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Y'all stay tuned, because we're always outside doing something. And I like it when you guys join us. So peace out.